Hey everybody, I'm Todd Johnson. I'm a nurse practitioner at McKinley Health Center. You may have seen me if you come in to the West 2 Clinic. You might have seen me at one of the orientations or on one of the podcasts that we've done. I'm here today to talk to you guys about something very essential, the essentials of what you need for the cough, cold, and flu season. All right, so some things to keep in mind here. You got to stay warm, so hat, mittens. If it's cold and flu season, you're going to need one of these. You're going to need a mask. Kleenex. We'll get to how important these are in a minute. And then this is something probably everybody's had once or twice before. The cold pack from McKinley. We'll get into that a little bit deeper. One of the first things you're going to need for the essentials of the cold and flu season is take care of yourself, all right? Wear your gloves. Keep your hands warm. This is really important. Wear a hat. What do they always say? 80% of the heat is lost through your head. So even if it looks kind of silly, it's going to do its job and it's going to keep you warm, all right? Next, wash your hands or use a hand sanitizer a lot. This is going to help keep people from making you sick, and everything you touch out there, somebody could have coughed or sneezed on. So that'll help you a lot. If you do get sick, wear a mask. That way you're not pushing on your germs onto somebody else when you're coughing and sneezing around campus, all right? You may want to make sure you have one of these around. You want to get tested for COVID? You can't do it with a saliva test anymore, but you can pick one of these up at our self-care stations around campus. You can do this at home and then you'll know COVID's still around and you may or may not have it. Finally, if you need to check your temperature, we always ask you, are you running a fever? You say, I don't know, I don't have a thermometer. It's great to have one of these around too, because that'll help you know whether or not you're running a fever and what kind of medicines you should take. So when you do get sick, here's a couple of things, more than a couple, that you're going to need. You're going to come in to see me and you're going to be saying, I have all these symptoms. We have the cold pack that provides a lot of relief in all those symptoms. You're going to start off with ibuprofen and Tylenol. If you're able to take both of them and not allergic to one or the other, you should alternate in between them, one or the other, every 3 hours. That way, you're getting something to help with fever and pain, but you're not getting too much of one or too much of the other. Loratadine. Probably know that as Claritin, once a day in the morning. That's an antihistamine. It's going to help dry up your nose, keep the moisture from going down your throat. At bedtime, Benadryl. Benadryl is going to do the same thing as the Claritin, but this is going to make you sleepy, and it's going to do a better job of stopping that drainage from going down your throat and causing a sore throat in the morning. You got the cough? We've got cough drops. We have cherry Ludens, we have Halls, we have Ricola. We can get you taken care of down there. You're going to need a decongestant to help open up your nose and help you breathe. That's where your pseudoephedrine or phenylephrine comes in. This is in your cold pack. And lastly, you want to cough that junk out that's in your chest or in your nose, that thick mucus. This is where you need the Mucinex, guaifenesin. It looks like it's hard to say, just call it Mucinex. One of these every 4 hours, and each time you take it, make sure you drink a full glass of water. The mucus thinner needs mucus to make the mucus go out easier. And so this is another thing you're going to need, decent Kleenex. Don't use this stuff that feels like sandpaper on your face that you get at the dorms. Spend the money, get a decent box of Kleenex. It may cost you an extra bucks. Get the ones with the lotion on them. Your nose will thank you for it. And if it's the antibacterial or antiviral kind, that's a waste of your money. You're already sick. This is not going to cure your sickness. But I guess if you're making somebody else pick up your Kleenexes, it might be helpful. But I wouldn't waste your money on that. Go with the lotion. So that kind of covers the essentials that you may need for the cold and flu season. But of course, if these things don't make you feel better, you're probably going to want to call and get an appointment, because it could be the flu, it could be strep, and we need to check for those things too. That's where you come in to see me. And that's what I do on a daily basis. Outside of that, you may want to come in for a different reason if you're not sick. We do a lot of physical exams for people, sports physicals, and we're getting into the time of year we're going to be starting to do a lot of travel consults too. If you're going overseas, whether it's for study abroad or just going on spring break, there's a lot of places that where you go and you might want to make sure that you have your shots that you need to be safe when you travel. So that kind of wraps up the cold and flu season essentials. I'm Todd Johnson, a nurse practitioner at McKinley Health Center, and I want to say thank you for watching, and if you did like it, subscribe and watch some more.